Good morning, friends. It's Nancy. I'm sorry that I've been missing for a little while, but I haven't spent a lot of time in my craft room. Although I have been working on some projects. So I'm doing another quilted cover, but this time I'm going to do a quilt theme journal. So this has got some patchwork, it's got patchwork on the front and some little doilies on the inside for pockets. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but I've drawn 3 lines because I'm going to do 3 signatures instead of a single signature. We'll see how that goes. Not sure how it's going to go. So this morning I was inspired by these 2 book pages. So these folks had their photographs taken in front of quilts as a backdrop. Look at the cat. And I thought, oh, I'm going to do some tags that have quilts in the back, and I'll use some of my little paper dolls, and we'll see how that goes. So I have a book. It's called Patchwork of Love that I've torn apart into a zillion little pieces, and trying to decide how I want to do this. Okay. So the first one I want to do, I'm going to back it onto this piece of, this was the inside of a book, I think. It was a, oh, you know what I forgot? My glue. Got the glue. I already have some quilts backed onto paper. I did this yesterday. But I have some more pages that I can. Okay. And having just, a part of a quilt is awesome. It's so not good enough to use, in my opinion, unless it's as a tag. Because if you're going to have a quilt, you want the whole thing, right? Alright. I'm hoping I won't need to stitch any of these. This one's nice, but that blue is kind of... Grab a piece of paper. Not like this. It's an envelope. Maybe I'll save this for my journal. I tea dyed it, but I was thinking, oh, that's a nice weight for... I could make a flip out. That opens. I'm going to set that aside. I'll think about it later. Ooh, I know. Look at this paper I can use. And I think I'm going to go around the edge with a little bit of art glitter. So this is a nice thick paper that will cover the dark images on the back. I hope you're having a great weekend. I am. Had the house to myself yesterday. Got some heavy duty quilt journaling done. So that was cool. Sent Doug out on his way. He found a friend from his childhood. He says it had been more than 40 years since he'd seen her last. And she just sort of turned up as a suggested friend on Facebook. And she lives about an hour and a half from our city. So he went to have lunch with her yesterday. And he asked me if I wanted to go, and I said, not really. I'd rather not people today. I just want to work on some projects. And I said, besides, I'll just want to go to every thrift store in town. And I need to stay out of thrift stores. So it won't be much of a visit if I go with you. So away he went. He was gone all day. He said their lunch was 3.5 hours long. And he said, when I knew her last, she was a photographer. And you won't believe what she does now. And I said, what's that? She's an MSW. So she's a social worker too, just like me. And there was actually a bunch of coincidences. So they had a nice catch up. It wasn't a romantic girlfriend boyfriend thing. They were kids, So I hope they get a chance to get back together from time to time. So when he got home, it's almost supper time here. Yeah. And I hadn't been out all day, but Jordan had texted me and he said, can you go over to our house? There's been a delivery and we're not going to be home till tomorrow. So if you can go pick up that delivery so it doesn't get stolen, that would be good. And he was just so excited telling me all about his trip. And all right, I have some Timmy people, but I also have some people that I cut out of magazines. Oh, aren't they cute? little Timmy people. I might use some of these. She's a Tim. Clearly I didn't finish cutting him out. Okay. There's a couple. Let's cut these tag shapes out. If indeed I can find a knife. Oh, it's so sad, isn't it? I've got 2 pairs of scissors, no knife. Anyway, so we went for a little drive to pick up that package. And I said, look, Doug, I've been out. I've had an outing. Because I didn't get dressed until we had to go to pick up that package. He offered to go for me, and I said, no, I'll go because I want to stop at the grocery store. We're out of coffee. I wasn't sure that there'd be enough coffee for my morning cuppa. So, my preferred brand of coffee is Folgers. Actually, I prefer McCafe, but it's really expensive coffee, so I have to be feeling rich. I'm going to cut that off so that it has that pink border there. And this one had a little title on it. Anyway, back to the coffee story. The grocery store that we went to isn't independent, but you know, it's a Loblaws conglomerate. And I had read, I don't know if I read it in the paper or somewhere else, that Loblaws grocery stores were no longer going to be carrying Folgers because of they weren't able to negotiate a certain price or something, so they delisted all of the Folgers. This one I might not keep it so tall. I might cut off some of the bottom. This one I'll have to fussy cut. So I got McCafe. Desperate times call for desperate measures. That's okay. I guess Doug was feeling especially flush the other day because he we were at a cream, and I usually get 10%, half and half cream, you know. This one needs to be fussy cut too. And he got 18% because he always says 18% is the best. And I said, it's the best, but it's also extremely expensive. And so he got it as a treat. So I hope he's having an especially joyous time this morning with his coffee. He's wandering around up there. I forgot to cut this ends off of this one. And we'll need a little fussy on that too. Looks like it should be a decent day today. I've got some tea steeping upstairs. I'd like to do a little bit of tea dyeing. I have some pages from an old book with all of these different quilt squares, but I want to tea dye them. All right. Next. these are all groups. Aw, look at these kids. Oh, she's cute. I like her. I'm not sure if I've ever got into these ones. These have cars and houses. It's called Poses 2024. Yeah, just sort these houses out. Kind of like her. Definitely like her. Oh, I like those ladies. She's cute. Oh, they're pretty. Has anybody done anything with these houses? Put the houses and the cars back. Put my Timmy people here. The place where Timmy people go. All right. These three ladies, I want them. I think I want this couple here. Someplace I have some doilies. There they are. These, I got these at, I think at a yard sale last week. They're Stampin' Up. I think I paid 50 cents for them. So it has orange, pink, might like that green. All right, let's ink this up. Wonder if I want to make corners here. And do I want it this way? I think I do like it better that way. And of course I have a ton of old quilt patches I could use in this journal. Just sort of touching the edge here. Probably need a snippet on this, word snippet. I think this came from a magazine that I got at the thrift store. It's probably one of those, oh, could be a genealogy magazine or Reminisce magazine perhaps. Came up in my Facebook events today that it's Sunday, but there's a yard sale at the park to benefit violence against women. Some violence against women organization. There. I have a feeling it's all going to be closed though, but I might go have a look. And then Tuesday is Canada Day, and Embro, which is about an hour from here, maybe not that long. They have an all-day town-wide event for Canada Day. So depending on the weather, we could go for a ride. Love me an adventure. Okay, what have I got for a word snippet? They hugged him and kissed him. And maybe that would work. maybe this young man is off to war, so they hugged him and kissed him, or he's come back. From overseas. I dropped this box of word snippets, and they used to all fit in here, but now they don't. Clearly need to come up with a new storage idea. All right. Should I get a patch? Some quilt fabric? Let's do that. I think I'll use that orange. Okay, I'm just going to cut off a few bits. What do you think of that? I'm looking for some green. Okay. Button. Yep. Just a couple stitches. Alrighty, let's get some glue on there. Meh. Okay. Well, there's one tag done. I will start putting together a few more, but I will do that off camera and then show you what I come up with. Okay, this one I'm going to do a little bit different. Whoop. And I got a couple little hunks of tatting here, just scraps. Oh, let's see if I can find a different button. The blue seems to be not exactly correct. That little leaf. Kind of cute with that orange flower. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Just going to add a little glue. I love that. Not much exciting news here on the home front. I'm afraid. Boring's kind of nice though, isn't it? Oh yeah, you're pretty. Just looking to see if I should stick another color behind there to sort of bring that orange up. I did clean out my enamel ware colander that I have here. Cleared this out yesterday so that it's much neater. Ooh, look what I found. Not on that one. Okay. Things dropping out. Maybe I'll glue that lace down a bit better so it's not flip-flopping. Nice. Happy with that. Got to put on a word snippet. This is actually a piece that I cut from a vintage greeting card. I think I like it there. Love it. Okay, gonna work on another one. I think I could probably come down a bit. So you can see what I'm doing a little better. So her, I'm going to let her hang off a bit. And then sort of lean on that. This was cut from a magazine. Just like that. Got some more thread here. This time I'm sewing through the card. That's why I did that little mark. With the tip of a needle so I could poke a hole. Wouldn't be so hard to stitch. A little more glue. Yeah, she's pretty. All right, we've done pretty good. We've been just about an hour close. I think I'll go up and have a look at Doug, see how he's doing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and that maybe you'll take a look at some book images to use as backgrounds for your tags. So take care. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.